Hi, it's Joe. You may remember I narrated a book titled A Hypnotist's Journey to the Secrets of the Sphinx. Sarah Braskman-Cosme, the author and a practitioner, reached out to me and asked if I would narrate her third book from the Hypnotist's Journey series, titled From the Trail to the Star People. This actually came as a surprise because when she asked me about my experience narrating the Sphinx book, I told her about how much work it was, how challenging it was to edit, and said I would even probably only be interested in narrating shorter books. Little did I know, she decided to give me a little breathing room because of that conversation before she came and offered me the Trail of Tears narration. Anyway, there's a track known as a sample on the Audible page for the book that you can listen to. But I thought you might also like to hear a bit more from the beginning. So I put this video together and sent it to Sarah to hear, and basically to see if she was okay with it being posted. And being the beautiful soul she is, she said sure. So, with all that said, here is almost half of Chapter 1 from Sarah's book, titled From the Trail of Tears to the Star People. Chapter 1. Les. Les, a young Caucasian woman in her late 20s, nervously sat down for her first hypnosis session, not knowing what to expect. As she easily drifted into a deep hypnosis, a surprising thing occurred. Les started talking in another voice that was more masculine and had a different tone to it. "They call me Aniwaya," this voice said through Les. "I am the one who contacted you. I have been watching you because you needed to gain our trust first. You have proven yourself ready. And so, now, I'm ready. I'm ready to tell you our story." I had goosebumps all over my body when this person named Aniwaya started talking through Les. I've had other voices come through clients before, when they are deep under hypnosis, but this voice was different. It had what sounded to me like a Native American accent. "So why did you contact me?" "I have been waiting for the right time to tell you this story, to share this information. This information is key to helping humanity at this time. And this isn't just our story. This is everyone's story. This is a special time for humanity, a time of uncovering, a time of embracing the shadow, a time of understanding your true history, and of finally coming back together with this knowledge that we share." "So who are you in relation to Les?" "I am what you would call a past life of hers. But understand that really this is a parallel life, as all time is not linear." "What do you mean by that?" "Our soul doesn't go completely into one body. It is so large and so vast that in order for us to gain the most experience, our essence is divided. Everything that has ever happened in the past or ever will happen in the future is happening simultaneously, right now. Time is just a social construct and doesn't work in a linear fashion the way your culture would think it does. Within this lifetime as Aniwaya that I speak to you from, I have chosen the job of communicator. And so I feel best suited for this task, to tell our story." "How are you talking with me exactly?" "I'm currently in a focused meditation. a meditation that I have learned through many lifetimes. Could you explain how you put yourself into this meditation? By making my mind and body very still, I can focus deeply, and I can speak to you through less. I have also raised my vibration, which makes this process easier, through harmonizing with nature and a lifelong practice of gratitude. Could you tell me more about how exactly you speak through her? This is almost like a phone call, but one where both of us have to concentrate and connect to get a clear connection. Tell me more about yourself. I was born into a tribe we called the Wolf Tribe. I was not only raised with wolves, but I lived amongst them. Our wolf friends were beautiful teachers that reminded us that we are all part of the same consciousness that every living thing on the earth shares. In my tribe, we had a very deep understanding of the earth and the universe. And we understood that every living being made a difference. Every being has a role in the intricate web of the universe. Did you have a role within your tribe? I have become a mediator, a communicator for my people. Why is now the time to tell your story? This is the time that has been foretold by the ages, a time of coming back together from separation. Although this time is chaotic, it is also a time of justice, a time when the collective shadow comes to light. And through this information, the world can remember who they really are. Throughout our story, we suffered great sadness, but it was the oneness of our tribe that allowed us to keep going, even through the worst of times. Can you start from the very beginning of your story? The story you wish to tell? I love to remember the beginning. The earliest parts of my life were the most fun because it was before it all happened. Tell me about it. Well, in the beginning, my village was beautiful. There was always a comfortable feeling of home in my village, with a sweet smell of ash and burnt wood in the air, from the fire that always brought happiness to me as a child. The fire is where we got together to share, dance, and play. Everything about my childhood was beautiful. We would dance under the stars. We would pray. We were very much connected and supported by our natural environment and the people from the stars who helped us always. Who are the people from the stars? The beings from which we have descended. The star people are the ones that guide us, that give us knowledge, that assist us. They are the ones who were responsible for giving us corn so that we could survive our winters. Corn has so much fat in it that when the winters come, we have enough fat on our bodies to be able to withstand it, along with our clothes and other gear. Tell me more about your childhood there. When I think about my childhood, I think about the moccasins that my mother made for me. They were made with a very soft deerskin, and she always said that she sewed love into them, and I could feel the love in them because they always kept my feet warm. Even in the coldest, deepest snow, my feet were always warm. What did you wear on your body? I wore clothes that were also made of soft deerskin, and I wore many beads that decorated my clothes, and fox fur on my wrists to keep my hands warm. Even at a young age, I kept dried herbs in a medicine pouch that I wore around my neck always. What did you carry in your medicine pouch? Dried herbs, berries, and tobacco. We understood that nature provided us with a cure for any ailment, and so we dried and used herbs for healing, pain, sleeplessness, and immunity. Tell me more about what it was like as a child there. When I was a child and before it all happened, I remembered how fun it was to be a child there and how carefree we all were. There were many other children to play with, and we were all very close. I gave one of my friends the nickname of Black Fox, and we all thought that it was so funny. It was a joke because we were from the Wolf Clan. Tell me about him. Black Fox was smaller than the rest of us. He was very quick on his feet and a clean shot with his bow. He was also my best friend. What is your family like? Our families are different from yours because everyone in our tribe is considered our family. We are all very close, compassionate, and caring for one another. But we have a matriarchal society, and it would be correct to say that mothers in the tribe were celebrated, and that is how I considered my mother. She was the most important person to me. Why is that so? The mothers are the givers of life, the nurturers, the teachers. To me, my mother was everything. Mothers often have more compassion than the father does, and that is one of their biggest roles. It is to teach us to be kind to one another. Kindness is one of the most valuable lessons to learn. Tell me about that. There you go. I hope you liked it, and might also like to listen to the rest. And if so, you'll find a link to the Audible book in the description box below. All right. Thanks for listening.